Hello everybody, Crazy Derp Girl here slash Kawaii Kitties. Today I'm talking about why I don't want to do Precure Light specifically anymore with Gacha, or why it's kind of being cancelled right now. It does not mean I am done with this series actually, because it's gonna be way better. It's gonna come back with a splash, but with a twist. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I kind of stopped it though. So I'm going to begin off with plot issues. So first thing I want to mention is I am not doing this really in order because I don't want to organize it. I'm just desperate to make this a video. But yeah, let's get started. Corona being in the class, did you predict coronavirus? I don't know. Why did I name her that? I don't know. But it made sense how, it made no sense as to why she was in the class. Realistically, Brady would have beat the crap out of her and would have taken her butt out of the class. And I also want to mention how Psycho and Corona, once again, how they never necessarily easily got defeated and never got the planet taken away from them. It makes no sense because the amount of times they got beat up throughout this series makes no sense. Whereas to why they still have the place they have. Even in episode 10, there was a point where Omaya and Brittany went to Brittany's planet or whatever, and they beat the crap out of Psycho. He almost died. He was literally crying. And he never got the planet taken away from him. It makes no sense actually. Another thing I want to mention is making stereotypical dark villains with black evil powers. I'm not a fan of that anymore. I don't even like that. I think it's boring now. I want to mention how I did not build up character development either. I really didn't. Maybe for Momoro, maybe for Jotaro. I'm not really 100% sure because it wasn't that good. I also didn't really develop Momoro and Angel's relationship. Yeah, they're childhood friends, but they don't, I really didn't develop it, I guess, really, and I kind of headcanoned it, and they just threw it into episode 14 and 15, just because I could, and I liked it, but it made no sense because they were friends throughout the whole show, as well as not showing clearness, or not showing how the families worked throughout the show. This is a big example with Tasha, because at the beginning there was nothing you could see that made her seem rich. Nothing. There had to be something that made her look rich. It makes no sense because I know for real, for sure she's a bougie girl. She's bougie. So I don't know why I never showed that. I want to talk about that a little more later, but yeah. Rushed arcs and nonsensical episodes. So, especially at the end, episode 15 and 14, they were pretty rushed because I just wanted to get it out there. I just wanted to make sure you guys were happy. As a result, I felt like I left many plot holes and wasn't able to do that all the way. I'm going to explain it more in the next subject I'm talking about, but we're still on plot issues. So, yeah. I also did not like how I made filler mall arcs. It makes no sense because nobody does that anymore. Nobody's saying, let's go to the mall, guys, all the time, like that. And also not really connecting any of the relationships. Kind of like basically not connecting Monica and Angel's relationship. They never really talk. And that's a problem if you're all going to be in a friend group. You all have to have some form of a relationship together in order to all be friends. Or in order to have good characterization, all kinds of stuff, if you want them to be friends. I underutilized Amaya due to me not wanting to make another stereotypical I'm pink and I am in the middle Precure. Now, thumbnail of the first episode, you might think that's the case. It's really not. I tried evening it out because that was before I had the concept of the idea of adding Momoro in. I also did not add a proper meaning as to why they were called Precure Light. I used that name because it was not utilized yet, and I think that's dumb. Why would I do that? I don't know. Not using the rocks or whatever from the whole adventure thing they had to do in episode, I think it was 13. I had plans with it, but then due to stuff I'm gonna talk in the next subject, it just really did not work out. Another thing I want to mention, is the fact that I did not fully finish episode 15. I'm pretty sure I just mentioned that, but I am also gonna talk about that more in the next subject. But yeah. Another thing I don't like about it is the fact that it's cringy old gotcha jokes, because a lot of gotcha kids at the time did, this is funny, but you know what, no it's not, I did not give them proper cure names and cure powers, so their powers did not match up with each other. Their cure names did not match up with each other. Like, I still can't figure out why I named Cure Daisy, other than her just being a yellow cure. Her powers do not make sense with the whole team at all, except for maybe her speed power. But yeah. I also had really bad names for characters' regular selves, and I don't like them that much. And they also had some really cringy lessons that really did not work out. And the next thing I want to mention is the cringy Christmas episode that I absolutely removed because, oh dear lord, it was so bad. I scripted it twice and it still came out like boo-boo. Now we're going on to the limitations section, which is also a really big reason as to why I really started having problems with that. So, gotcha not having good tools for everything. It had the characters. They could be better with different views and stuff, but yeah, they didn't have good background poses, objects really for me to use, especially for something I was trying to create. I was having a hard time with gotcha movements and all, and the battle scenes, because I really had to utilize the poses they had just to create a decent fight. As well, the amount of time it took with all the pictures and having to edit them all and gotcha edit them if I had to gotcha edit. Gotcha editing took a really long time for me because if one thing changed, you have to do it consistently, and that got so tiring really quick. I don't know how to speak English anymore. Also the backgrounds, like, once again, I felt like they didn't have the perfect, like a good feeling that would make it emotionally, bring your emotions into it. Also, I was exhausted. And another thing is that Gotchaverse, it was getting creepy with all the little kids making dirty stuff with it. So that's another reason why I kind of stopped. This is me, I don't use gotcha anymore. I still have the app, I like it. I just don't use it a lot anymore, personally, because I'm busy. But yeah, it's just due to these limitations and stuff that happened that I don't necessarily want to do it in this app anymore. Now, if you're wondering what I was talking about at the beginning, how I was going to explain basically that my gotcha series, Precure Light, was not going away. I am making a comic for it, and it's going to be fun, and it is going to have a consistent plot, with characters developing, good character focus, so each character will get hopefully a good amount of screen time. There probably will be a character that gets the least amount of it though. I want to have better backgrounds, and poses, eye candy artwork, especially with those poses and kicking and punching and using their awesome weapons that I have awesome ideas for. I want to try doing creative liberties and stuff with it, and really switch off from the Precure series. I don't want to do too many stereotypical things. In the comic, once again, I want to mention how my original gotcha series typically use dark and evil powers. I think that's unrealistic. I always question in Precure how come villains will just always zoom away with no explanation as to how they necessarily got their powers. The only series where I can see where they kind of truly got it from is pretty much Star Twinkle. Yeah, and I guess Healing Good, kind of. Yeah, I want to make sure that I add logic to the events. So there'll be logic within the show. It's not just like, oh yeah, this appeared, that appeared. No, there's going to be a reason to ask as to why stuff exactly happened. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some creative liberties and just say, yeah, this exists, I guess. But it's gonna be pretty logical in some form. Yeah, I also want to add good character connections with each character, so Monica and Angel can actually talk to each other properly. They never had problems in the show, they barely even talked in the first place, but just so that each character can have some form of relationship with each other. I want to make sure that I don't add bad cringy jokes or bad filler ideas. Not necessarily like, Naruto filler, like not that type of filler. I mean like ideas as to when I have no idea what to put in the episode that is gonna have have stuff actually happening. Kind of like how I just overused the stupid going to the mall thing. I could just skip that instead, and I don't want to add really bad cringy jokes that don't even work. I want to add emotional, however you speak again, provoking scenes so you guys can truly feel emotions. I don't want to make it so the characters will have to tell you everything. I want to make it so you can see it as well. I want a focused subject within this. I want to make sure the subject connects. I don't want to just name it Light because the name is not claimed. It is going to have a better name. I'm still working on it, but I have the main premise for what's going to be in the name already though. I want there to be plenty of chapters to fully digest and to enjoy, so that might include me planning ahead and making comic pages and chapters. And I want better names and better powers for each character, so it will make more sense throughout the show or throughout the comic manga book thing. And you may be wondering where I'm gonna post it. I am going to post it on YouTube for free, because all this is pretty much free unless I make prints of it one day. I might post it on Topastic. And if you say webtoon, I tried making a webtoon one time. It was hard to make it look clear or whatever, and webtoon, I don't want to post my stuff on there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Precure Light is not going away. Oh yeah. I want to mention that the show will no longer, wait, did I? No, I already told you this. Wait, no, I didn't tell you it's gonna be not called Precure anymore though. I would think I'll still call them Cure names actually, and they'll still be with other Precures and stuff, but that'll be in the different universe, alternate universe, where they did have all the character development, but then still, yeah, they will technically be something else in the real universe. So yeah, I hope you guys really like this. I hope you're okay with all these changes, JK. I'm doing it anyways. But yeah, I hope you guys are hyped if you watched the whole Precure Light thing. I can't wait to make this comic come out. I am still working on character sheets, and it is a struggle for me because I realized that I absolutely hate making these, but it is going to be better. Stay safe, wear your mask, you better use that sanitizer, better not be catching Rona out here. Okay guys, bye.